We're connecting to YouTube. Hey, YouTube, how are you guys doing? I don't see, is anybody, okay, so I see everybody, the left screen, Stan, is our
The
group
main
buys.
group,
No, the group
the main,
buys.
the main group crashed,
Oh, it did?
and just stay live in group eyes. You have 10 people. I mean, you could try to put the other one back, but I think YouTube, the third thing, crashed.
Oh, okay, hold on.
There you go.
You say 36 to 46.
And let's see.
Never mind.
I'm sorry, folks. It's been a while, and it's going to take us a minute to get our stuff together.
All right, so are we live in the main group? Hey, everybody. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Laura. So,
Have the main group. Yes. And we have group eyes. We're good to go.
okay. And we're live on YouTube, I'm assuming.
And hello, you two people.
Yeah, okay. And it looks like our chat code's still the same for that. So now I'm going to save this document. Hold on, save as. Let's go to here. Yeah. Nope.
So what are we doing tonight?
Well, how's everybody doing on a Friday night? How was your work week?
Mine. It's pretty hectic. We packed up, I think it was 39 boxes today, 39 shipments. So it's pretty hectic.
And we packed up a lot as well all week. And then Eldon got sick, so you know how that goes. But he's feeling better for anybody that that's asked is
Yes.
asked. Yes, so he's doing much better.
Awesome.
Hi Pat. Hi Deborah.
Hey Roger, M, Shannon, hello.
Are they commenting on the main group? Because we can't see it there.
Yeah, I was seeing it.
Are you watching on our chat screen or no?
Oh no, I'm going back and forth between the groups. Just easier.
Mm-hmm.
Telling you.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to get up the chat screen so we can see, so it's easier for us to keep track right here on our screen. So, let's see. Let me just see something. Okay, so what are we gonna? We got a new web series that we want to show you guys, and we're excited about it. We're kind of shaking some things up, you know. We're getting back to some basics on showing you guys how to do some things. Look at messy hair, don't care, no makeup. I'm a flake up.
Oh, you're not a flake. You're not a flake. Let's come on.
Okay, so Elaine says she can't see the video in the other group. Is that why? Did we disconnect again?
Let me see. I know one of them ended, but I don't think we. Let's see.
No, we're still live.
I see group eyes.
Uh-huh.
Well, the original feed crashed, so
But
there's a second one now. Right? Yeah, it's running because I'm looking at it.
Okay.
But she switched over. Thank you for switching and finding us, Elaine.
Yeah, sorry. That's why we're given some time to get everybody to catch up here with us. So, oops, copy.
Amy had a new idea just for fun, just for shits and giggles, so to speak. We actually used Snapchat filters to make some videos, and it was fun, something to laugh at, relaxing on a Friday night.
Yeah. Hi, Melissa. Eldon's doing a lot better. He's a typical man. Didn't want to go to the hospital. He's been struggling with some issues, and for those of you who don't know, he is 100% disabled vet. He served 7 years in the U.S. Navy before he was medically disabled. And then we had a long haul over a 5-year period where he was very ill, had some near-death experiences in 1 year, 5 to be exact. And then we finally got he got his disability from Social Security. So, he's doing good, but he still has health complications, obviously, or nobody would have deemed him fit to not hold a job. So he thought one of his internal medical issues was flaring up again, and it turned out to be a whole new issue. I'm just glad he went, because literally he took the antibiotics and the anti-inflammatories, and they gave him some pain meds, and by the next morning he was, you know, in my eyes, $1,000,000, but to him he was at least 35% better than what he was the night before, and today he seems to be doing really well. So
he's actually in good spirits and joking around again. So
yeah. So oh, and we will. Hi, Shirley. How are you? Okay. So
hey, Shirley.
I still can't get the second chat screen, and it says I'm doubling it. So hold on. Let me check on. I've got it doubled.
But I wouldn't even bother. You might crash something. You know how that happens with us. Let's leave good enough alone. You know.
Yeah. Let's. Oh, it looks like I had the same numbers there. That's the problem. Okay. No problem. No big deal. And boom. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start with one of our video series. So, okay, so we decided we're going to start looking in the groups. We still don't have a set date. There's, you know, we're trying to work around this around our families. And with school starting, things are chaotic. Stan's and, you know, Stan and Jen they got to work with Mama. Mama's, you know, getting older, so she's a little more, you know, a little more for them to take care of. So we're just gonna play it by ear. If we say one day we're good to go, we're gonna do it. But we're gonna try to give you guys some notice. Like that last night, we wanted to do it last night, but it didn't work out. So we knew we would try to work it around tonight. So that's just how it is. We can't promise any set days anymore. Melissa said, "Thanks so much for all the goodies."
Right behind me.
Awesome.
Northeast corner somewhere.
And M Zip said, glad that your hubby is better.
Oh, good. Thank you,
And
Em.
so did
and we got
Paula
to meet,
also.
We got to meet lovely Em and her husband in person. For, you know, for those of you that live in the area or close by, or you're traveling through the Metroplex, you guys are always more than welcome to stop by, say hi, pick up your orders. So we don't mind that at all. We like for you guys to come in and actually see what it's like in here in person. So yeah, so we got to meet lovely Em and her very handsome husband. All right, so we're going to go with one video right now. Let me just calm down. Okay, let's go ahead and get that started.
Okay, I just muted it because the dog's barking. A little rat.
Gotcha. And we're going to start with one of our video series now. Hope this entertains you guys.
Howdy, folks. Amy here with Sublimation and More. Staying somewhere. So this is a new little tutorial we're going to start doing on how to do things that we see posted in the group. And it's called our sub chat series. I don't know, we're going to try it out and see how it works. Okay, so this is what I've seen, and I thought I would show you real quick how to do this. You ready? Okay, so I'm going to turn my screen around so you can see what I'm doing right here. So here we go. Ashley Jane posted this picture, and I know it looks all warped and everything, but she wants to know how to take the background off here. So we're going to go ahead and show you how to do that. So I'm just going to go old school. Instead of using my fancy dancy software program, I'm just going to show you using my phone here. You know, like others do. So, anyways, I'm going to click on this image, and I'm going to right click, and I'm going to say save image. And I'm just going to save it right here on my desktop. Okay? Now, wherever she got the image, she'll do it from that link. Now we're going to go to Photoshop, and we're just going to open it up. Now, wherever she got the image, okay, so you can see I'm working on new design, and I plan on pressing this all for y'all today. Y'all. Now we're going to go to you know how I'm over-exaggerating my Texan accent, y'all? All right, so that's how us Texans do it, y'all. Okay, so I'm going to go over here, I'm going to say File, and I'm going to say Open. I'm going to go to my desktop. I'm going to look for that darn picture that I just saved. Where is it? Where is it? There he is, and we're going to bring that picture right in. All right, so she wants to know how to remove the background. First thing you need need to do is you need to unlock this layer in Photoshop. So when I double click it, I get this message. You're just going to hit OK. Oops, I lost my mouse. Better than losing my kitty cat. So, okay. So now we're going to... Stop making me laugh, Stan. Okay, since I have it unlocked, now you can do this. The best way to do this would be to take your magic wand. Let me zoom right in right there. And you want to right click if you don't see your magic wand and choose it. Now we want to make sure, because you got a lot of white in this image, you want to make sure you don't cut out the mug. So we're going to take our tolerance and we're going to turn it down to, let's say, 5%. And now I'm just going to click in there and see how it selected everything but the mug. And I'm going to hit delete. Last thing we need to do is click in there and hit delete. That's it. That's how you remove the background. Pretty simple. Okay, and as you can see, Stan was watching me the whole time right there. You see him? Say hi to the folks, Stan. All right. All right, I'm back. Big smile now. Woohoo! So that's how you do it. It's pretty simple. I hope you learned something from this video. And, you know, this was just for kicks and giggles, for fun. All right, back to you, the normal Stan and Amy.
Okay. So, basically, long story short, we're trying to pick a simple thing to discuss, and that was just how to take the background out of, somebody had requested a mug to take the white background out. So it's pretty simple. You bring the mug in, you use your wand, but you set your tolerance down really low to like 5, and then you click on the background and you just hit delete and it's gone. That's simple. That's going to work with any image in Photoshop. Now, as far as Corel or any of the other software, I don't know how to do it in those softwares. I mean, I'm sure Stan could tell you how to do it in Corel.
No.
Hi, Millie. Okay, so that was what. That was just.
I believe in Corel you could delete a whole color. So.
Oh really? Well, you know, and one of my favorite things to do in Photoshop is I love doing the. I have to open it. It's going to the select up at the very top and choose color range.
Right.
That's one of my favorite ways to do it. But in that case, because you had a lot of white in the mug and in the background, you wouldn't want to choose select by color range, because then you'd end up removing the white in the mug as well. So
what about the magic eraser?
The magic eraser would work too. Is there a tolerance? I think you'd have to turn the tolerance down on that as well. So yeah.
Right, same thing.
The reason why I chose the magic wand on that one is because somebody had suggested that method to her on that post, and I thought I'd just bring a little visual to it. So obviously it was for fun, so not real learning purposes, just to give you a brief idea of how to do it.
There's 100 different ways, right?
Yep. Rachel says it's so funny to see the background behind Stan and Amy and how different they are. Yeah, Stan's really overloaded in boxes back there.
Pay the shipping invoices, please.
Yeah.
Give me my house back.
So another video I did is on mugs. Now the other day I showed you guys how to, or I didn't show you, I did this cute little mug right here, okay, and I was going to do another one like this, but didn't have time to actually press it to show you guys, so instead I actually did a mug that I had to fill for an Etsy order. So, and I did it from beginning to end, starting with printing it from Photoshop to the printer, to putting the mug wrap on, baking in the oven, and to packing it. I saw some questions, I see some questions in the group a lot about how do you pack mugs, and I pack my mugs the same way and been doing it for nearly 2 years and have never had one come back broken. So I thought that was kind of important to include in the video as well. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and show that and let that run, and you guys can keep asking your questions. Just let me get there. Hold on. Because
yes, it'll be all over stock soon.
yeah. And hold on. All right. I'm sorry. I'm having to.
Technical difficulties.
No, I'm just having to change the video.
Good,
All right.
Good moment to show everybody the pocket koozies. A little pockets on it. Look at that.
Those are super cute. You could put a lighter. You could put anything in that. Money. Anything.
And some really nice colors too.
Yeah.
Colors. Okay.
Light blue. Jen's probably dying to get rid of a lot of those koozies, so.
You have no idea.
All right, here we go.
No idea.
You guys ready? Ready for this video? Let's go. Is it playing? Oh, my bad. All right, hold on. I'll get it to play. Somewhere.
Technical difficulties.
Over the rainbow.
Oh, please don't. Oh, Lord, no.
What are you doing?
She's singing.
Right.
Trying to keep the people here.
Why don't we have any sound though? That's the question. Oh my gosh, please tell me I don't have any sound.
I don't know. What does everybody hear and see?
I don't hear any sound. I didn't test this video. All right, hold on a minute. Let's go back to Stan. Talk about something. What else is going on? Sorry, technical difficulties.
Wait a minute. Did you record a whole video with no sound?
No, oh my God. Please don't start with
I'm just curious. No, I'm not. I'm just curious. What was it on? Oh, the mug. Yes. I'm back. Hello, folks.
Okay, so basically I know what happened. I'm not going to show the video right now. I'll have to re-edit it and show that part of it from me in Photoshop. But all I did was go to file print. We're going to skip ahead past that part. File print.
Okay. File print. Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we're just going to skip ahead. Past that. See, I'm picking the video. Now I'm printing it. Talking about some settings. We'll go back and I'll upload this on YouTube anyways as a separate thing. I'm going to go right there. All right, here we go. We're going to play.
Action!
Action! Oh, I'm still talking. Oh, I didn't hit play. All right, I'm still talking. Sorry, guys. Be patient. I don't know how this happened.
Don't worry. They know who they're dealing with.
Oh, please. I'm talking about my settings right here.
Never enough spawn.
No sound, just a white screen.
My black is kind of looking brownish.
Oh, I got a screen.
I'm going to switch that.
I see your mouse moving across, showing everybody how you're printing.
Start printing. For those of you that are new to Sublimation, this is what the continuous ink systems look like. My inks are kind of low. So.
One coming up.
And my black is kind of looking brownish, so I'm probably going to switch that out. I think it's a little old. Not a big deal though. It still prints really black, as you can see. And what continuous ink system means is, you know, the ink continuously flows through these cables into the carts. So if you don't have any intentions of doing a lot of printing every day, it's really not worth it, guys. Go with the refillable carts. I've learned my lesson on that. I thought I would be doing more printing than I am, but I don't. So I plan on buying the 1430 next, because I like to have a backup printer for when things go a little crazy. and I'm going to do the refillable parts on that. So, okay, so this is what it looks like. And we're going to go ahead and let that finish print. And we'll be right back. Okay, so my print is done, and this is what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and trim it up using my paper cutter. Wherever it may be. So that you guys see everything I do for the whole entire process. Alright, so here's my paper cutter. And I'm just going to trim this up, get all the excess. Now I like to use my paper cut, and I've been using paper cutter. I've had this for a long time, even before I got into sub. It's pretty used. I like it to give straight lines because when I use scissors, I'm not a very good cutter. Sorry, I failed that part of kindergarten class. Now, if I remember correctly, when I made this template, it's just a tad bit bigger than the mug. I'm just going to trim up just a tad. All right, here's your mug. I get my mugs from Coastal, but you can get them from any of our vendors, Coastal, Johnson's Plastics, Condi, RPL. All of them have good quality mugs. Okay, so as you can see, it fits just perfectly. And when you guys hear us talk about full bleed, this is what I mean by full bleed: printing from the top all the way to the bottom, and getting closer to the handles, which I cannot get done in my mug press. So I'm sure there's probably better qualities of mug presses, maybe that can get this done, but with my cheapo 2 mug press from Best Sub, I just couldn't get it done. So that's why I like using the wraps. Now, with that being said, the wraps, if you have a big run of mugs to do, they can take a little bit longer to get ready. But also, you can cook 4 mugs at a time in your oven, or I think up to 4, maybe a few more than that, depending on how big the oven is. So I take a lint-free cloth. This one's been used a lot. And I just wipe down my mug really good. See if I can get any lint off there. Okay. Alright. Next, we need to tape your print on there. Make sure, I can't tell you how many times I've done this, where I put my print upside down. You don't want to do that. It's a whole wasted mug. So, just going to wrap your mug, wrap your image around, and what I do is we want this to be as centered as possible so that the handle is in between the print evenly. So that looks about good to me. Then you're going to take your heat tape, and you need heat tape for sub. Okay, and
damn, Daniel,
Happy
I'm recording.
birthday, Elaine.
Excuse the hubby. Okay, so you take your heat tape and you're just going to place it on the mug.
Whoop, whoop. Like that.
Just like so.
Looking good.
Can you hear how happy my husband
yes,
sounds?
I
I like to use a lot of heat tape, the same as Eldon likes to use a lot of masking or packing tape.
I have no audio. You didn't share your sound.
Okay, the next thing we need to do is with your wraps, they will get dirty over time. So if you learn how to do this from the beginning, which I didn't do, so now all this dirt will leave stains and discolor the mug. So now I have to take a piece of plain paper and wrap it over so that it doesn't stain anywhere on the mug. Okay. And this one didn't, that does not, I need a I just take a piece of paper and I fold it in half, and then I just tape it like so. That other piece was a little too short. And if it overlaps, it's okay. Just tape it in there together. Hold it. If my tape didn't come off the darn thing. Now these wraps I used off of Craigslist a long time ago from somebody that was going out of business. But these are what I call the cactus wraps, and you can get these from Condi as well.
Loving that tape.
The reason why I like these wraps is because of this right here. Because you can take your screwdriver and you can really tighten it so that it presses really evenly.
You can't see me. I can see you. You can't see me.
So now what we want to do is just line that up.
No, the tape does not leave marks. Not at all.
And because I used
yay!
this one on
Congrats,
this little small
Elaine.
mug, on a smaller mug, the screw was in further, so I got to turn it out. All right, so now you hook it onto the latch right here.
Loads of it.
Hope y'all can see that. All right. And then I just turn it a little bit. And then...
I mean, now I feel so chintzy with the amount of tape I use.
And then I have this tool where you can use a... what is this called? A ratchet?
It's a socket.
Oh, a socket. Sorry, I'm not a tool person.
It's
Okay.
a ratchet, though, too.
Oh, okay.
It's a socket wrench.
And I'm just going to turn it. And you're going to...
Now, I think some people...
You're going to tighten it up.
I think you can use a drill if you want.
Pretty tight.
Use that.
And you'll have to get used to this the first few times you do it. Because if you over tighten it, it'll crack your mug. So, as you can see, I'm getting tighter, and I'm just going.
No, I like the idea of the ratchet. You get a better
and that's
feel
about as far as it'll go. So
yeah.
I'm not going to over tighten it. And now we are ready to put this in the microwave. Or in the convection oven, I'm sorry. Let's go that way now.
Images than the press.
Okay, so I keep my convection oven out in the garage because it gives out a strong odor when I'm cooking, and I don't want it in the house. There's my one of my beautiful puppies, Bella. And this gate's strictly for her because she likes to run. It's dark in here, sorry. It's the living room, kitchen, and the garage. Okay, so this is where I keep.
Did you ever think about moving the oven just a little bit closer to where you work?
Convection oven.
No.
As you can see,
it
this
needs
is
to
a
be in the
cheap
garage.
convection oven by Faberware. Or Faberware, I don't know how you say it correctly, okay. One of the things you need to, that's important about getting an oven, is making sure that it goes,
You get Jen in the background, she's just playing a video game.
At least 400 degrees. There we go, 400 degrees, okay? And what I do is for an oven like this, I've turned the setting to on, no timer or anything like that, because I usually go in the house, I don't hear the timer, so I don't bother with it out here. So I turn it to on, I do a preheat of about 5 minutes to get the oven nice and hot, and I leave it on bake, all right, and at 400 degrees. So now, all we gotta do is put the mug in the oven. So, and I'm one-handing it. So we're gonna put the mug in the oven, and I kind of put it in the center. Now, I cook my mugs for 14 minutes exactly. So I have my Apple iWatch that I don't know if y'all can see, that I set my timer on. So can't show you guys that part, but I need to get it going. So let's go ahead and timer.
You can use it. Before I got my iWatch, I set the timer on my
Start.
iPhone. So whether you have a
Okay,
Samsung
so we're gonna let it cook for 14 minutes. Then we're gonna come back with my gloves and my tool, and we're gonna take it off. So we'll be back as soon as it's done. Okay, so my alarm should be going off on my watch. Let's go out here and get the mug. And it is, so it's going off on me. It's going crazy. See, timer done. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and grab this. Turn the oven to off. Don't forget you need your heat gloves. It's gonna be very, very hot. All right, I'm gonna take it inside. And you need to move it fairly quickly because it's even so hot that I can't hold it for too long. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and take the wrap off. Okay, so I had to get my tripod because I can't one-hand it and do this at the same time. All right, so this is where you're gonna take your screwdriver, your ratchet.
My world.
And we're just gonna undo it here. Okay. All right.
Is that granite? So that's probably really good to cool down your mug you're sitting on because it'll absorb.
Sorry, I had to stop doing what I was doing for a minute. All right. So it comes right off. Now, when I'm messing with this, because I don't like to touch, everything is really, really hot, so I keep one of these razor blades handy just to kind of get the tape loosened up. And take that off. And you'll gently use it to just loosen the tape. You don't want to scratch your mug. So you pull the paper off. Now what I generally do is I go over to the kitchen sink and I run some hot water over there now, and I just take it and I wash it out really good. So I know people do the cold cooling bucket method. I only do this honestly when I'm in a hurry, when I need to package it and get it out in the door quickly.
Very nice colors.
But if you use hot water and then slowly turn to warm and then to cold,
Yes.
it'll keep you from breaking your mug.
Hot water first.
Again,
Hot water
I
first.
only do this just so that I can handle the mug a lot more
warm,
quickly,
not room
and
temperature,
so I don't have to.
Remember, if your water is 150 degrees or 160
wait for
degrees,
it to cool down.
Heating
As you can
systems
see,
are
it's
set
hot.
for, that's half
And then
the
I'm just gonna
temperature
slowly-
of what your mug was just at. So, did you hear any little hairline cracks or anything?
Slowly.
Nope. Never.
Cold.
Good.
Warm.
Temperature, you hear the noise. A lot of
And now
people
the mug-
these days just say,
Now I can
just
handle the mug.
put it on a slab or a piece of metal or a cooling tile or something.
All right,
or
then I just
that
take
granite is
take a
ideal
dish
because
towel.
that stone will absorb all the heat right out of your
I
mug.
just dry it off really good.
Okay, so Stan was talking a lot. The reason why I do the water method is because I only do it for one reason, strictly so that I can wipe it off. Sometimes the paper leaves a little bit of a residue. I can't describe it. It's a little rough. So number one, I use it to wipe so I can wipe that off. But
What paper do you use, if you don't mind me asking?
huh?
What brand paper do you use?
I use text print. So
Yeah, that's what I used to.
yeah, and so the only reason why I use the hot water method, honestly, is because I need to cool it down and get it ready to pack. I need to be able to handle it. So I let it run with hot water, and then I slowly move it to warm water and then cold water, and then I'm able to completely wipe it down like this. Now, if you're not in a hurry, you can just set it off to the side and let it manually cool. But I was ready to pack this up. I was in a hurry for this video, and I wanted to get it in the mail for tomorrow. So that's the only reason why I use water. Just wanted to clarify that. Dry the inside out, and that's it. Okay, so here's my mug. As you can see, it's full bleed all the way to the bottom and pretty close to the top. And I have no fading using these wraps, none at all. And no fading at all here or at the bottom. Very, very light fading towards the bottom. And as you can see, maybe very, very light at the top. It almost looks like a blending effect, but this is why I like to use the wraps, is for this from top to bottom like this. So next I'm going to show you how I package this and actually ship this out.
The lip there. I don't like when it goes, I personally don't like when it goes all the way to the lip and you stop just a fraction under the lip.
Yeah, I usually do.
Yeah, I like that much better, because sometimes when you do it all the way to the lip, you know, you see that little fade sometimes if your heat wasn't even, or if you're using a mug press like myself. Sometimes it takes just a little bit longer to get all the way to the edges done, and I mess up some mugs sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. It almost looks like a blending effect, but this is why I like to use the wraps, is for this from top to bottom like this. So next I'm going to show you how I package this and actually ship this out. Okay, so last phase of this, some of you guys have asked. I saw a post, somebody posted, I can't remember who, about how people are shipping their mugs without breaking them. Well, I thought I'd go ahead and include this. I get this box set. I don't remember the cost, but I get it from Coastal's website. It's for the 15-ounce mugs. You get the box, and you get the foam included. And the foam has a slot for your mug down in, and then a slot for the top to protect it. So I put the foam inside of there, and then I just take my mug. I usually have a piece of, oh, here it goes. So I take my mug and I put it back in its little plastic bag. And I set it down in there.
Now when you buy those boxes with the foam, are they
next I take some paper
for the distributor to ship to you?
And I just use scrap paper, copy paper. In this case, I'm using a piece of my butcher paper. What was your question, Stan? I'm sorry.
I mean, you know, since we've been, selling the stuff we do, and we've been doing a lot of shipping, we understand dimensional weight a lot better, So when you buy, a dozen of these mug boxes with the styrofoam, when you buy it from the distributor, does it cost a lot to ship to you?
Honestly, I don't remember. And the last time I bought some, I bought literally like a huge box of them. I think there was like 36. I bought 36 sets because I like to keep, because they seem they sell out of these very quickly, or at least they were for a while. So the last time I bought some, I bought like 36 of them, and I don't remember. It's honestly been a few months since I've had to buy them, but
I mean, from the top of my head, right? If I had to fill a box filled with those 36, it would have to be like a 16 by 16 by 20.
Yeah.
And for FedEx to ship that, for me to ship anywhere, let's say to the, halfway across the country, let's say like Texas or wherever, that must cost me $20-$25 just to ship that box, because it's so big, even though it's light,
Yep. Yep. And I shove it inside the mug. Okay. And next, I take paper and I wrap it, extra paper to keep it from moving even with the foam on top. So, more of that in there. All right, so that looks like it should be good. Just to be safe.
Or you can save your peanuts when you buy from Amazon.
Might add a little bit more. I hate peanuts. I feel like they're so messy. All right, that's all I do. Now I take the top of the mug, take the top of this, and I press it down in there. You can use scratch paper. It doesn't matter. Use sublimation paper for that matter. Okay, now if you're going to put your invoice on the inside, then you need to do that before taping it. But I'm shaking it, and the mug is not moving. I have been selling mugs like this for over 2 years, but the ones I saw on Etsy, and
Very
I've
nice.
never had one come back as broken.
Does that box fit in a bubble mailer?
No,
Flat rate
I
bubble mailer?
Next, I just tape it up.
I was just curious.
Now, for those of you that are trying to save money on shipping mugs, I mean, there may be a better method, but honestly, I don't want to take any chances of my mugs getting broken when I send them out to them.
Boy, those
So
hells,
this is
all
the
that
method I've
picture.
been using for 2 years, and like I said, I've never had one come back at me as broke. All right, so, and I always put their invoice on the outside. We do with all of our packages. From any of you guys that buy from us know this. And I'll put the label right here, and then we also mark it with fragile stickers. I put fragile stickers, and some may say this is a waste. I don't know. I just put them on all 4 sides.
I don't know. I think when the post office sees those red fragile
To get a
stickers,
point
they're like,
across
okay, throw it
to
against
my
the wall,
lovely
folks.
UPS people,
I-
USPS people.
Eldon puts them on everything, and I do too with the mugs.
And then of course, every customer, whether you're Etsy or Hellbound customer, always gets one of these little stickers on the outside. So that is how I make a mug from beginning to end. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.
That's it. That's it.
Very cool.
So, first video I've done in a while, and obviously I screwed it up at the beginning, but I'll edit that and just upload it by itself to YouTube later.
I'm so glad it was a quick one, like you tell me. Do them fast, in and out.
Well, Stan did do a video. So, any questions on? Okay, so Joni says, M says she loves the boxes. She used an entire case of them this past Christmas to give mugs to family. I know they're really awesome. Joni says, Stan, can you get 36 mug boxes with? You can get 36 mug boxes with foam shipped for $9.95. Wow.
Wow.
And that's from Coastal, I'm assuming. Jamie says, I use those too, and just use the foam and haven't had any break. Nice to know. Nice to know. Like I said, I mean,
No, $9.95. That is nice to know. I mean, that really helps because I know how expensive it is to ship things.
the average cost. Let me go weigh it real quick because I still have it there. Hold on.
There's one in the water by the block of chocolate.
Okay, so the scale says it's 1.2 ounces. I'm going to open up. Give me a minute. I'll open up ShipStation. I'll get a cost for y'all.
You want 1.2 pounds.
No, it says 1.2 ounces. 1 pound.
Okay.
1 pound. I mean, 1 pound, 0.2. You know what I mean. Quit messing me up, Stan. All right, so let's see what it'll cost real quick. So we're going to do single coffee mug. It already puts the dimensions in because I have that box filled. Delivery. Carry insurance. It cost me exactly $8.20. And I think I have it upcharged to $9.20 just to cover for any mistakes that I make. So, I mean, $8.20 is what it cost me. And to me, $8.20 is there, as long as they're paying it, it doesn't matter. And I've never had anybody complain about that on a mug. So, and it gets to them safely. I've never had one break.
That's awesome. No, that's a great box. And especially if you can get them, like she said, from Coastal, $9.95. Wow.
And Stephanie says she works at the post office where she takes really extra good care of them with those fragile stickers on there. I hope you're joking.
I was only joking, Stephanie. I love my postal workers.
I love my postal workers, my DHL,
You want to hear a
my
great
USPS.
story? Listen, I want to tell you a great postal story, honestly. We had a gentleman that picked up at the house for about 3 months, and he got a job with FedEx because he was getting whatever, I don't know. He wanted to go to FedEx, so that's what he did. Do you know that great guy for 3 weeks called the new postal carrier and his other friend to let him know to come pick up my house every day? Not drop off, but pick up all the orders for you folks. That is unbelievable. His name was Santiago. What a great guy he was. He still is, but he don't work here no more. So, yeah, it really is. I couldn't believe that he actually calls his old workmates to say,
Oh, that's really awesome.
yes.
Okay, so let's see. When you save your cover paper, fold it up, store it flat, makes great stuffing around the mugs, and saves your trash, and it's sterile. LOL. Oh, your cover paper. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You don't have to use any expensive paper. Do you know how many times I grab printed stuff out of the trash? Shove it in there. I don't care.
Gotta make ends meet.
Sure, ask questions away about the mystery boxes, and I am working on pricing on those, so I'll list them. I know I said the time is up in the air. It was supposed to be Thursday at 1, but with Eldon and his sickness, they'll be listed sometime tomorrow. I will definitely try to give you guys advance notice. But go ahead, Melissa, you're allowed to ask your question. Just post it there, and I'll see it. Joni says the foam for the 11-ounce mugs is better if it covers the entire mug.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
I've seen those.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's different. I mean, I don't do 11-ounce mugs. I'm a big coffee drinker, and the more coffee I can get in one cup, the better. Less trips to the coffee pot. Yep, one of those. There we go. So I don't even sell 11-ounce mugs because it's like against my religion. It doesn't hold enough coffee. So there you go. There's our 7 more.
Damn it.
Why would the Etsy queens frown on my paper packing? Why? Okay. You know, there are so many groups out there that are just really snooty about certain things, and I'm not going to, you know, they're like overgrown children picking on people all the time. I'm not going to name any of them, but one is ran by a bunch of women. I'm just going to put it to you that way. Anyways, I don't know why they would frown on me for that, but I mean, whatever works for everybody. I'm just sharing my method because, number one, I mean, I do love my Etsy customers. They're very easy to deal with. And so, you know, if they're going to take the time to spend money with me on a product I make, which I think I charge reasonably for, then I want to take the time to make sure it gets to them in one piece, especially if it's, you know, if it's a gift for somebody. Paula. Yeah. All right. So, and then Stephanie said, yeah, Stan Reiser. Oh, and do you just put one of them, of each of them, or a few of them to list? Okay, wait. So go ahead and talk, Stan. Is there going to be a general question part to the live chat tonight? Yes. We'll do a live Q&A. And we, you know, so we'll, you can post your questions there and we'll try to keep up with them. So if you have any general questions, we'll go there. But first, Stan did a quick video, so we're going to run that and then we'll finish the live web chat with the Q&A. Anything you guys want to ask, we'll do our best. Doesn't mean we'll have answers. We'll try to answer it for you guys. And Joni says she's going to try my method with the boxes. I use the mug box and the double box in a shipping box. Okay. Let us know how it works, Joni. All right, let's get to, I got to make a change, Stan. Hold on. I did things a little differently tonight, so it's kind of slowing me down. I wish I wouldn't have. All right. All right. All right. All right, here we go. Here's Stan's video. Hope you guys enjoy.
Okay.
Okay, folks, the big question is, butcher paper. Should I or should I not use it? What should I do? Teflon? Paper? Definitely paper with sublimation, not Teflon. I get mine from Costco. Not everybody goes to Costco, but you can do a search online, and there's lots of places to go, and you could find what you need. But you gotta be careful what size you get, because Some of them are 28 inches, some of them are 45 inches. I get 15 inches. My partner's 16 inches, so I'm an inch short. And believe me, you never want to be caught an inch short. An inch matters.
Crazy.
Amy, don't make me. And just so you know, this whole video, it's her fault. See her? Her fault. Look at. Okay. So unwhite, bleached, unbleached.
Oh, you're
Not
out of order.
brown. Not brown. Bleached, unwhite,
That's
Brown.
Amy's fault.
not brown, white, bleached, unwaxed, butcher paper, Walmart, Sam's Club. Okay, you get the idea. Back to Amy and back to more serious stuff because this is just freaking ridiculous.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. So that is our
Hey,
new
Shelly.
sub chat series, and what we're just trying to shake it up with you guys, keep you entertained a little bit. So and it's to be funny and fun, but we'll also try to we're going to cover random questions that we see asked in the group and just kind of give our opinion and or our suggestions on those questions, whether they've been answered or not. Okay.
Hey, Vicky, we'll get Amy to get you that template. She keeps getting a 404 error
Okay.
on the download. It happens.
Yeah, I think I removed some of the templates already from your account. I'm working on it. By tomorrow, I should have it all resolved. So with that being said, let's discuss a few things about how our websites work. Stan and I use the same platform. We use WooCommerce to run our websites, and we try to run them as similar as possible, but without looking identical, because we don't want to confuse y'all on where you're buying from. So, so
Mine is sloppy.
hi, Evelyn.
Mine is very sloppy. Amy's is very neat. Mine is very functional.
Shut up. Okay, so and what we have is a my account section. So instead of remembering to put the templates and the videos and all that stuff, I put the video on the buy page. The how-to video will be in the tabs or directly in the page. You'll find it there somewhere, trust me. And all of your downloads, your templates will all be in your download section of your account. So if you buy a template from us that requires a special template, and I'm not talking about something that's just square. So like say, let's take round. Let's take my magnets, for example. If they're a 3x3 magnet, you should be able to, you can create a 3x3 template in any software program you use. But if they're, say, the deer or the bear ornaments, I mean, that obviously takes a little more time, and I do take the time to perfect those for you. No problem, Vicky. We'll get you taken care of, I promise you, and I'll get it taken care of tomorrow.
Hi, Evelyn.
And so if you don't see the templates there, there's a lot of you that bought from my old website and you maybe haven't gotten to something, just shoot me a PM, send me an email, or ask in the group. I will take care of you. I'm still filtering things over from the old website to the new website. Okay, Rachel, and that's what I said. I'm still working. So if you actually bought templates, if you paid templates, a lot of them aren't there. I'm working on that. Slow progress. It's a lot to transfer over. So if it's something you need because you need to make it, just PM me again. I will go out of my way to make sure I get it on there. And I think, most of you know, Stan and I, we have each other's back. I had a question. I had somebody that asked me a very good question today via PM, and I thought it, and I'm not gonna call this person out or anything, just for privacy purposes. But their question was, let's see, and I thought it was a very good question, Stan.
Another one of waffles.
What was it?
Hold on, getting there. Okay. She said, "Hi, Amy. Sorry to be a pain," which you're never a pain. When you guys message me, you're not being a pain. I promise you. That's what I'm here for. A couple months ago, you sent me a video, I think from Stan, about using templates in Corel and using the power clip feature. I can't find it. Could you please resend it or point me in the right direction to find it? Thanks so much. Just a question. I'm not understanding the relationship between your company and Stan's company, as I'm not sure who to contact if I have questions. This was my answer to her. We are business associates, different companies and different locations, but we strive to work together to give good products and great customer service. That's basically what Stan and I do.
And if I could ever answer a question about Amy's website or something about Amy's stock, I do.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
Yeah. So, so that's basically, so, okay, on invoicing, shipping invoices. Another thing, we don't use PayPal to send invoicing anymore for those of you that maybe bought a long time ago and you're now on some current buys. We don't use PayPal. They will come directly in an email from our website. So, and if you don't get that email, when you see a notification from us in the group, both Stan and I will always post updates about us shipping invoices, and then we post an update saying we're done. What that means is for you to go log into your account and find your shipping invoice. If you don't find it, there's a reason. Either we overlooked it, or you had a combined order that maybe you're waiting for other items that are still not in. And if you change your mind on that and you want them separated, that's no problem too. Just let us know. Not a big deal. So that's how our websites kind of work. We get a lot of questions on that. Do you get any special questions regarding the website, Stan?
Yes. I get at least 5 a day, the same question, and I'm not bullshitting you. I swear to you, the same question.
Cuss word.
I know, and I don't mind answering because I cut and paste from my notepad these days when I have to answer. But a lot of people, when they're on their phone or on their computer, they cannot find the pay button next on the same line with their order to pay the shipping invoice. It's a very simple fix. Turn the phone sideways. I know nobody would really know to do that, but for some reason, my website is a little bit wider than Amy's. So you need to turn your phone sideways to get a better view. Once you do that, you can find the pay button. It's always on the right side of the order number, to the far right side, just like Amy's website.
Awesome.
So
yeah,
that's about it.
You need to shorten yours.
And sometimes when you're on the computer, if you hold your control button down and then use your scroll wheel, you can change the size of your screen. And sometimes that'll show the button if it's not showing.
Yeah.
But other than that, everything is pretty smooth.
Yeah. Okay, so all right, and you're not bugging me about your templates, Vicky, no problem. That's what we're here for. So here's the last question. We know we've been on for about an hour. So let's just finish up with some Q&A questions. Anything you have that's related, you can ask questions about vinyl purchases, companies, equipment. We're only gonna keep this open for a few minutes, and then we're gonna close things down because it's Friday night. I want to party. It's a grandbaby.
I got 2 steaks waiting to get on the cast iron pan.
Okay. Anybody got any questions? We're sitting here waiting. Let's go. Let's go. I'm looking at your posts. Nothing? We're gonna do this auction style.
I'd like to see that.
Try that mug. Okay, old purchase. Try that mug design in the first video. Huh?
Don't you remember similar to the posh one you just made? You made the hail. Remember the H with the hail and the design in the background? You taught everybody how to build it, but some purchased it. You remember that one?
No, it's been a while.
It was, I think, the first video you made. So just go to YouTube and you'll see the one I mean.
Paula wants to know, her question is, do you have an extra steak to fix? She's hungry.
I do. I have a big freezer, so yeah.
Yes, Shelly asked about the utensils. I do have a supplier on those, and I'm working that out. Okay, on these mugs. I know they're cute, guys, but according to the supplier, they're going to go by boat. It's just they won't even ship them by express. So I don't know if we could get these in time for Christmas. This may be something, if you guys are still interested, we'll still do it, but I know everybody wants them. We'll be cutting it close. So this is something, one of those things where I'm a little behind the bar on these. But we'll discuss that in the group by group. That's not really here for the main group as well. So we'll discuss that. I just wanted to give you a heads up.
They are good all year round, not just for Santa cookies.
Yeah. Well, I wanted, you know what? I was working on one to put for my son because he really liked it.
Yeah,
And
with
he's
hot
like,
cocoa and
no, I'm doing one that says caffeine and cookies. Because, think about it. Technically, Santa lives on a lot of caffeine to hit all those houses on Christmas night.
Heck yeah.
Or vodka.
I
One of
hate
the two.
and well, everybody leaves a little, cup of milk and some cookies out for Santa, but as time goes on, you could also leave a Starbucks gift card and he won't mind.
Yeah. And Paula says, slow boat from China. Yeah, those boats are super slow. Jesus Christ. I don't even
They
think
really are.
I don't think they have motors in them. I think they have people on the side paddling them. That's how slow they are.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I have so much stuff coming in. I have
cookie goes like
that. Faux burlap placemats and table runners and cosmetic bags, a couple of different types from faux burlap and canvases and you name it, and they're all coming on a boat. Supposed to be here within the week or so. So keeping my fingers crossed.
And Shirley asked how much are the koozies with the pocket on them. Thank you, Stephanie. We appreciate that nice comment. Thank you so much.
I think they're 52 cents. I'm pretty sure they're 52 cents, something like that. I can check.
Mildred, I think I built the mermaid background or I pulled it off Google. One of the two. I'll share it in the group, though. I don't mind doing that. So I'll share it for y'all if y'all need it. Is there going to be another ornament order before Thanksgiving? Yes. Now, here's the deal. China's on an official holiday from the 1st till the 8th. So we can't place any orders right now. We're pretty much dead in the water because do they get the weekend off over there? Is that how that works, Stan?
Yeah, they do. So Saturdays they work, but it's Saturday now.
Okay.
Right now is Saturday.
Okay.
So if you don't speak to them tonight, you don't get to speak to them until Sunday night.
Okay, so yes, I plan on doing another order, and I kind of realized that if I place it in smaller amounts, they get it to me quicker. So because when I placed that 1,000 piece for every style, it just took them a little longer. So I think I probably could get 2 more orders in from them before Thanksgiving. We should be good because they didn't take that long.
Jordan, yep. I have all the pillow covers. I have a few different styles. Right now, 18-inch covers aren't in stock, but that's the order I was talking about. That'll be here in a week or two. And then all the different styles will be fully in stock. We have peach skin, we have faux burlap, we have velvet, canvas, all top quality. You can check out my website, ConeyIslandTransfer.com. The ready to ship tab on the shop, and you can see what's in stock now, or you could go to group buys and see what's coming in and reserve what you need. Okay. Santa sacks should be here Monday, Tuesday at the latest. They had cleared customs already. Last I heard, a trucker was waiting for the trucker to come pick them up from the warehouse. I'll know better Monday. They're local, right nearby. So don't worry.
Second group buy of ornaments will be here this week. You know what? And I think
me too.
I think the frames will be here this week too. They've already hit the States literally 2 weeks ago. Because they came by boat to begin with, I can't keep up with tracking really well.
You're welcome, Jordan.
So
I have ornaments coming in by Friday as well.
Okay, you do, and you got your round ones, right?
I have round ones coming in. One-sided round, I restocked.
Okay.
I have double-sided heart and double-sided oval coming in Friday, and plenty are still available.
Awesome. Now, does yours come with ribbons?
The double-sided ones are supposed to come with red ribbon.
Okay,
yes,
let me show
I'm not
you
sure
guys.
if they come with it or not because I've had problems in the past. My single-sided ones were supposed to have ribbons.
The ribbons came in a big bag, and those were a pain for us to separate. But we did it because we love you guys. So just letting you know, ours come with ribbons. So if yours don't come with ribbons, Stan, be glad because those ribbons are a pain in the butt to separate. Kind of like your lens cloths, because we had to count them.
Yeah, loads of lens cloths, loads of baby blankets and towels and all of that stuff. Millie, what were you saying? Pillows with bells? I don't have bells, but I have pillows.
All right, Stan, did you catch that they trademarked the word Santa Stack? What is going on? This is for a whole nother show. We're gonna talk
Wait,
about this.
I just got to tell you, I am so upset that I did not think of it first. They just got, let's no, honestly, the trademark was just issued May 2017.
Yeah.
So 2 years ago when we started all of this, if we would have thought of it, it could have
Yeah.
been us.
Yeah.
And, just let's be frank about that. Anybody can trademark anything,
But you know,
and
Stan,
they can get it enforced. But they're not going to spend money for that.
and Stan and I talked about something. We've actually had an in-depth conversation about this, and we talked about if we ever traded marked a word on something we sell, we would allow our customers to use the word as much as they want because they were buying it from us.
Exactly.
I mean, and that's, that's the way it should be, right?
Well,
Vicky,
about the Santa Sacks, about listing it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just didn't want to go off topic. Paula, you're right. They are listed as Santa Sacks, and if they send me a letter to take it down with that name, I'll comply. But they have to send me a letter first before they could do any action. I believe that trademark was more geared towards that person's competitors. I would imagine they probably have a big business either on eBay or Etsy, somewhere where they could have a third party enforce that for them without them actually going to get a lawyer. That's what I'm thinking.
yeah, it's just so crazy, all the different words. That would be like somebody trademarking the word Christmas. How are they even allowing them to? Santa sack has been a word since the dawn of time. How are they getting away with trademarking something that's been around for centuries? I don't get it. I mean, there be the trademark company, the United States. They should really rethink how they do this.
It's true. I mean, I honestly was thinking about doing nutsack, but then all the squirrels would be really mad at me. And the squirrels, they already dig up my bulbs. So who knows what they could do next?
You know what? I'm going to go online and trademark redneck. Nobody steal my ideas. That's my word, redneck.
I bet it's already done.
Yeah, probably is. Okay. I will ask if we can get them bigger, Stephanie. I already did, and they shot me down. It's because I would like them to be a 15 ounce, but I will see if it's something they can special make. The problem is when you start asking for something special to be done, they want orders up in the thousands up front before they'll even do it. So we would have to have a huge commitment on our part.
Yeah. And honestly, when you start doing mugs, you're going to have to do big volume anyway.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be shipped in cases, and you'll most likely have a 1 case minimum. So you honestly might be, a few hundred cases is 3,600 mugs, for 100 cases.
Yep.
You're going to have more than 100 cases.
So I think we wrapped up everything as far as one question one thing just to point back to. Oh, we had somebody that asked a question about the printer settings. I don't remember if she's still here. She asked about how fast my printer was doing, how I got my printer to print so fast. Well,
it was Rachel. Yeah,
it was Rachel. So basically, in your setting, Rachel, you click on the more options and you choose high speed. So these are the options that I have checked here. So just anybody who's using a Workforce 7110, that was a question she had asked. So that's in your printer settings. One other thing I wanted to clear real quick, I wanted to address is Stan and I have 2 different sections of our websites, or 3 if we sell templates. One is called group buys and one is called RTS. RTS obviously stands for ready to ship. Those are items that are in stock. Now on my website, it may be something I get quickly and I'll list it. And if it's not in stock, I'll allow a back order because I'm expecting it in any day. But I'll always put the day that I'm expecting it. So you could order and know that it's not something you're waiting a week, 2 weeks, or anything like that. I only do that for things I'm expecting in like within a few days. group
Right.
buys. I had this question brought up to me earlier this week. She said that she went to the group buy section and she wanted to know how it worked because even though it said my group buy had ended, it still showed stock. Well, first of all, if you're on the group buy section and it shows stock, that means that's how many left are available to purchase of the required MOQ. If you see it listed and you can buy, it's not over. So that's how the
Right.
group buys work.
If any of the links ever work, even if you don't agree with what they say, like you said, September for the ornaments, that was just so I could keep track of them.
Yeah.
You know, the different orders that I have.
Yep.
But if
Hi,
it's
Beth.
available, whether group buy or ready to ship, and the link works, use it. Because we'll never leave anything active if we can't fill it or get it or have it.
Yeah. No,
We try really hard not to make mistakes.
Hi, Linda. The Santa cups are not in stock. It's something I wanted to do a group buy on. I'm going to do a poll in the group buy group on that. So we'll discuss that over in that group. Okay. So we're so sorry we haven't been around, guys. I had a grandbaby. I'm so excited. And starting this week, I am going to be an official caretaker for him while his mommy goes back to work. It's all going to be nights, so don't worry about that, but I will be enjoying every minute of it. So, I've had some things going on and Stan does, but we're going to try to get back into the swing of things. We're not abandoning you guys, just needed to regroup, revamp, and try to come up with some things to keep you entertained and inspired and teach you guys things. So,
and with everybody out there, that are so many videos from so many different people and so many places, we didn't want to be repetitious and just like the next guy.
Yeah.
So we don't want to bring you something unless you're going to really sit and enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly. So we appreciate you guys hanging with us. For those of you that have made it the whole entire time, as usual, like when we first started
Linda.
this. What? Huh? Oh, no.
Linda asked if the Santa cups are in stock. No, not yet.
Yeah.
She still got to discuss it.
Yeah, I already said that, but you weren't paying attention.
I heard.
No, I mean, I already replied to her literally 2 minutes ago.
Oh, sorry. I just saw it.
All right. Oh, thank you, Millie. We appreciate it. Well, we try. And yes, grandbabies are the best. So he is going to be Facebook famous before he's even won, I promise you. All right, guys, we appreciate you joining us. Have a great weekend. As always, you're never bothering us. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. PM. If we don't answer the PM in a reasonable time, tag us in the group. That means you went to the other folder, and sometimes I don't check those as frequently. They don't pop up on the screen. So we love. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. And even when you post something in the group, you don't our notifications and our messages, the list is real long. I could walk away from the computer for an hour, let's say, and come back in the little circle at the world that lets you know that could say 200. Okay. Yeah. So if we don't actually see the post, we're sorry, but eventually we do.
And thank you.
Try to check.
Thank you, Paula. Thank you, Rachel. Glad you guys were entertained. We love you guys. We'll see you next week. We don't know when, but we will. We're going to keep you on your toes.
Yes. Be well, everybody.
Goodbye, y'all.
And thanks for saying we're the best.
Yes. Stay Me TV. Stay Me TV. We rock.
Yes. We all rock.
I don't know if we rock.
Yes, we do.
We
rock.
All right. Good night, you guys.
Good night.
Out in group buys. Out in sublimation and more. And YouTube, you're always last. We love you. Goodbye.
Yes, we do. Have a good night, folks.
Peace out.
Peace.